Olá, raposas, como é que vocês estão? Eu espero que estejam bem. Nos últimos episódios de talesofarise, nós descobrimos que uma Roxal já se livrou da sua Lorde, o que é um tanto estranho. E a nossa única pista era Estoluva. Nós fomos a Estoluva e não encontramos absolutamente nada, a não ser algumas pistas sobre algum experimento secreto que a gente não entendeu muito bem o que era. Uma vez voltando para Nier, a gente descobriu que a pista era falsa, que na verdade os habitantes queriam pegar ela por si só e ela se rendeu. Só que aí descobrimos que tudo não passava de um plano da própria Lorde e queria simplesmente roubar toda a energia astral de uma vez de todos os habitantes. E ela matou todo mundo. Enfim, e agora vamos à caça dela antes que ela consiga fugir no seu navio fortaleza que ela mesma construiu. Então, bora lá para o nosso pequeno ritual. Pega uma bebida, pega um petisco, chama os amigos e bora se divertir.
I still can't believe what that Almeidea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah.
Então, vamos agora fazer alguma coisa que eu não sei o que. Vamos descansar um pouco.
My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidea who did it. I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Danon mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Danon?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
Então, vamos continuando. Comprar algumas coisas. Se abastecer. Não tem.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Não precisa cozinhar. A gente só descansa. Esse jogo é assim, não dá tempo nem de você se recuperar das coisas mais absurdas que. Será que dá pra criar alguma? Não. Casa de venda. Não, essa que a gente tá equipada. Presa da terra. Seria de uma presa da terra. E uma espada longa. Então se a gente criar uma espada longa. A gente não tem grana pra isso. Então vamos fazer o seguinte. Asa do vendaval polida. De poder criar. Ué. Peraí. Ah. Não pode ter equipada. Faz isso e vende as duas e outra espada longa. Perde um pouco de grana, mas é o que dá pra se fazer. Ela... a gente não devia ter vendido as armas. Isso que eu percebi. A gente não tem... A gente tem material pra pegar esse daqui, mas não tem como comprar o suficiente. Mas enfim. A gente vai precisar de alguns recursos. Depois. Deixa eu ver se dá pra saber. Nis. Viagem rápida. Até o mar. Até a doca subterrânea oculta ao oeste de Nis. Doca subterrânea oculta. Floresta de estufa a gente já viu. Lagoada a gente já viu. A oeste de Nis. Oeste. Doca subterrânea oculta ao oeste de Nis. Então, será que não é aqui? Pode ser. Já aproveita.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
A doca oculta. Porque aqui tem água, então tecnicamente deveria ser aqui. Ou início tem alguma coisa que a gente não viu de... A colina de Aquafol. A colina de Hotel. Lago de Adam. Terreno das ruínas. Pode ser aqui. Então vamos ver. É aqui. A oeste, então é bem pra lá. Em vez... Pode ser ali, onde a gente não foi ainda. Por cima da ponte. Que essa ponte a gente não havia passado nela. Pode ser que seja aqui. Opa, recursos ali. Fazer uma batalha rápida, vamos. E a gente já vai acumulando o nível. Já vai acumulando um pouquinho de grana, porque tá meio tenso. Comprou muito recurso. Beleza.
Could have been worse.
I think Hoodle senses an owl around
Já
here.
dando. Opa, vai ter coisa aqui. Camomila vermelha. Uhul!
Our work is done here.
Curti.
I'm right behind you, Shion. I see plenty of ruins around here, too. It must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For crown contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Tem uma coruja aqui em algum lugar. Não é aqui. Onde que tá essa coruja maldita? Ah, tá ali. É uma asinha. Uma asinha simples, mas pra gente chegar tem que dar a volta nela. Onde ela tá? Vamos enfrentar esse cara aqui e aí a gente pega ela.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the pummeling to me. Okay, ignite, do it.
Pronto.
Looks like we got them all.
São asinhas mais simples, asas de anjo. 18. Será que dá pra trocar dela? Ah, agora sim. Aí a gente coloca uma orelhinha. Pronto.
You're saying we should check the owl forest?
Tem escada aqui. Descer. Pra ver se aqui ou não. Ah, aqui tem tesourinho. Sorvete. Como é que faz sorvete na fogueira? Eu não sei. Como é que faz sorvete sem freezer? Também não. Mas a gente tem receita, pelo menos. Ilusão. Negócio de pesca. Vamos lá.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Attack time! Flying freaks! If they just sit still!
Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Take this!
Time to let it rip.
Slash! Swirl blade! Demon Fang!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Lightning!
Eat this!
I won't stop that.
Hit dog!
Rising Wyvern!
Burn in hell!
Hear me! Flame of fire!
Vamos nele.
In an instant!
Don't get complacent.
Já fez as duas escadas que tinha.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almeidea fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat, even if there are signs of destruction. It would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years
Opa.
prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zugals, I guess.
Vamos ver. Tem uma aguinha para molhar os pés. E cristal escamoso, inibidor, mais cristal escamoso. Vamos lá.
Right, here we go!
Let me help.
You got flyers!
I've got it. Let him touch it.
All yours!
Where are you going?
Rising Wyvern!
I can carve through armor!
Back into the fray.
This one's all mine!
Burn in hell! Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
Vamos continuar descendo. Parando as coisas. Tem recurso aqui. Pera aí. Opa! Uma de pêssego. A gente pegou tudo aqui. Aqui tem coisa de pesca. E mais pra frente, e na área mais da frente a gente vai ter recuperação de vida. Tem muita coisa pra fazer agora aqui. Não sei recuperar a vida ou coisa, beleza. Vou passar por essa ponte
We should be able to cook here.
e vamos descansar. Já vamos cozinhar então.
I hope we manage to catch Almeidea soon.
I hope so too, before she can cause any more havoc.
Sim. A gente vai. Custo de XP mais espólio, cura, aumento de ataque. Vamos lá. Aumento de ataque.
This is a true masterpiece, no less than culinary art.
Convencido, né? Mineral. Oh, Kizara.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomach ache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. And that's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
Por isso que sempre é importante descansar.
Definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. I'll take guard duty tonight. It's fine. I feel pretty refreshed after that.
Dá pra comprar alguma coisa, será? Pouca coisa. O que dá pra comprar? Nossa, tem um monte de comprar, tem um monte de armadura que dá pra comprar aqui também. Nova. Realmente, mas a gente tá sem grana nenhuma. Nenhuma. Nossos recursos foram esvaridos de tudo. Então, vamos lá. Bem, agora estamos na entrada do cais oculto.
E bora lá. Mais elevador. Ancoradouro. Barquinho bonitinho esse. Tem coisa ali. Ah, tem coisa ali, tá piscando.
Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidea.
Nossa, é o cais de ninguém iluminada. Guloseima pesada. É difícil pra carregar. Esse povo que tá aqui tá totalmente isolado de nada. Eles não sabem da verdade do que aconteceu. Eles não viram o que a gente aconteceu. Eles não viram os... Como fala? As pessoas fazendo... Virando gosma. Você sabe que me lembra muito... Depois eu vou falar. Um filme que eu achei quando eu era pequeno.
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind.
Nossa.
We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
É, precisa de alguém que saiba.
Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail.
Então, bora lá? Bora lá. Tudo para partir? Vamos. Vamos com tudo até as 7 da manhã. Até que nave é bonito. Explorador subterrâneo. Imagina a dificuldade que deve ser para construir uma coisa dessa. Para achar um, ainda construir um caminho.
Dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this.
Ai, meu Deus do céu.
Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board.
Meu Deus.
On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell.
Uhum.
So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
Ela salvou muita gente.
I know. You're talking about Almeidea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode.
Vai explodir não, minha filha. Não vai explodir não.
I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Sislodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Pessoas são diferentes, você não pode generalizar.
It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right.
Pois é.
And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen.
Os diálogos desse jogo são muito bons.
Back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know though, maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels, not being able to hold another person's hand.
Pois é. E esse é o primeiro dos diálogos. Agora a gente vai achar os outros que estão espalhados pelo navio e falar com todos eles. Aí um momento DR.
But I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance.
Pois é.
Exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
9 o'clock p.m.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Pode ser que não.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Mais um diálogo da hora. Agora, nosso próximo da lista.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy.
O que é meio ruim
And to
porque
amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then
É
why
isso
would
mesmo.
Almeidea do something like that?
Você precisa deles
Must remember
vivos
that time is
recoletando.
running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes.
Pois
In
é.
that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious
Faz
choice of
sentido.
words. Did what you see in Mahag-Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone.
Pois é.
Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renin rule taught him nothing.
What I have come
Também
to
que morreu.
understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renin. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
Uhum. Alguém vai vir e vai pintar um quadro dele. Já foi 3, acho que é você agora.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you...
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean
Pois é.
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renin rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renins for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renins were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renins ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said,
Yeah?
even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renins invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renins invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
Ixi.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renins, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renins but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not.
Difícil voltar como que era.
These days, I'm not so sure
Muito
that dream is
difícil.
even possible.
You have your promise to Miguel, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion. Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renins and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Se for pra você parar de falar, a gente agradece. Obrigado. Ô, mas é que fala. Tá merda. Faltou um. Cadê? Ah, tá aqui.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think.
A única coisa que você não me faz pensar é em monstros marinhos.
The lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins.
Pois é.
And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
Porra nenhuma.
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah.
Sim, não.
I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed.
Que bom. Porque você era insuportável. Tá ficando menos agora.
You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little.
Pois é.
Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renaissance, right?
Sim.
Then you can...
Ou não.
Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. including... especially you, Alvin.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Agora vamos falar com carinha. Moço, vai demorar. Ah, vamos descansar. Oh, demora.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
Opa.
That's the
mãe.
ship. She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
Vamos de invasão.
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we're ready cannons.
Nossa, é enorme mesmo.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin.
Na fé da mãe. Ixi.
Already, my dear.
Tem mais um.
Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
A preula.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidea.
É, não é uma boa. Esse navio aqui também faz invadir. Então, vamos lá. Fortaleza móvel Gladia. Bastante guarda, bastante bicho, um caminho doidão pela frente. Os membros que saíram retornaram ao grupo. É agora, gente. Poção de vida tá cheia. Ah, tá zoando. É mesmo, a gente gastou muita grana lá no coisa. E a gente já sabe que aqui no começo tem poção de vida. Então, vamos lá. Compração, que a gente já conversou demais hoje. Tá preula.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Aí.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you.
I see one, eh? Now you see what I can do. Right deal? Not today.
You think that shield will save you?
é isso aí. Deixa eu ver se não tem nada do outro lado também não pra gente pegar. Porque ali é o objetivo. Ó, alface. Nada, nada. Muito menos peixe. Eita, preula. Ela vai conseguir. Pera aí, vamos só ver se aqui tem alguma coisa. Opa, tem. Tomate. Tem uns bichinhos aqui. Nossa, tá zoando. Bem. A gente já sabe onde tem poção de vida pra repor. E a gente tá precisando exatamente de 3 poções. Que é o que tem lá. Então já vamos voltar lá e já vamos pegar. Poção de vida. E é isso aí.
Now that's what I call a ship.
Yeah, the biggest one in all of Mahagsar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was
Provavelmente.
only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
Pode ser.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a
Pois é.
lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Não, aquelas risadas dela. O negócio era tenso, aquelas risadas dela. Misericórdia.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought I was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
Filósofo.
Nothing. Forget I said anything.
Sem mais demoras.
That went well.
Elevador desligado. Eles vão ter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 andares. A gente tá no segundo. O homem é de pêssego. E bora lá. Vamos, cavaleiro. Vamos nessa. Ai.
No scratches on my shield or my armor.
10.200 golds. Caraca. Leite. Leitão. Leitão. Vamos que vamos. Eita, que o outro já ficou brilhante.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Tem bastante bicho aqui. Porra. Aí, consegui encaixar. Vamos lá. Ô, bicho resistente.
Don't get careless.
Bife. Poma de laranja. Ah, é por ali que pega, então vou ter que bater nesses dois. Um já foi, faltou outra. Ah! Vamos que vamos.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Eita, preula. Já vou nesse daqui. Pô, ele tem, esse daqui tem bastante vida, viu? Meu Deus, a outra bugou do meu lado. Meu Deus, eu tô focando nesse daqui porque esse daqui deve ser perigoso. Caraca.
Well then, let's keep moving.
Chave de acesso A.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Aquele elevador lá do começo. Nível inferior, segundo, terceiro, quarto nível. Vamos para o nível inferior. Vamos ver o que tem lá. Deve ter itens bons. E a gente precisa se equipar.
Looks like we won.
Cogumelos. Goma de pêssego. Pera, cancela. A goma de pêssego, se não me engano, é pra isso. É o nosso itemzão de vida. Caraca. Beleza. Putz. Ele usou o especial no outro, agora dá pra gente se focar nesse daqui. Caraca, tem uns bichos enormes nessa. Au.
You can't rely on yourself.
Don't be a martyr. You've got all your friends here.
Thanks. You alright?
You picked the wrong fight. I'll be okay.
I'll take it from here.
Aê.
Handle this. Deus roar.
Uh.
I'll heal you all.
Não matou ainda.
Take this.
Meu Deus, que bicho chato da pega.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Por causa de um limão. Um emblema mágico.
That equipment.
Já sabem quem que eu vou.
Should come in handy.
Vou nela. Capote branco. A gente não pegou nada melhor, não? Ai, nossos pêssego. Ai, nossos pêssego. Nossa. Aí. Ovo. Ah, meu Deus do céu, eu sou muito burro. Eu me matei. Você acaba gastando também muita, como fala. Muito recurso também. Vai, pula, pirata. Qual que é aquele lá que consome que com coisa PC?
Instruments just like this back in Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for. I doubt it was
Poção da felicidade. Chave de acesso B. Vamos fazer a parte da ele tá fazendo os outros experimentos aqui. Ah, uma filha da puta bem grande. Meu Deus. Opa, vamos, quero ler isso aqui. O experimento de estar na cidade aprimorada foi um sucesso. Ixi. Então ela é meio do tipo cientista. Vamos lá, esse lado já tem tudo que a gente pegou, esse lado já tem tudo. A gente vai então agora para o nível 3. Não está acessível. Nível 2 então.
of your friends, Noodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almeidea is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
Ele vai ter que desativar essa barreira. Tá preula.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
É.
Almeidea sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almeidea's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almeidea may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? Ugh, my head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almeidea.
Que foi? Ela tá com dor no braço? Ups. E vamos que vamos. Esse é o próximo.
Seems about right to me.
Vamos ver o que tem aqui dentro de bom. Anel da Resistência. É um saco só poder carregar um acessório. Já dá pra carregar 2 pelo menos, vai. Ah, minha filha. Esse é um dos meus preferidos. 11.550 Gauds. Não é à toa que tava bem protegido. Vamos acabar com essa daqui. Caraca, bastante pontuação. Aê! Acho que com isso a gente desativa. Vamos ver o que tem dos outros lugares. Ó, tem coruja aqui perto. Nossa, como que tem colete natural? Acho que deve ser do coisinho. Tem alguma? Onde tá a porra da coruja? A coruja deve estar perto. Onde? Ah, acho que ela não vai aparecer porque a gente tem que bater nesse cara aqui. Ufa! Surgiu um do nada aqui. Opa!
A comfortable win.
Será que não é aqui? Ah, aqui. Uia! Asas de bravuleta. O que uma coruja tá fazendo aqui? Eita preula. E vamos que vamos. Açafrão vermelho. Vamos que vamos. Como a gente não tem muita oportunidade de farmar, eu acabo enfrentando tudo que tem pela frente. E pelo menos a gente vai crescendo.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me. What's this thing?
Mais Gaudes, isso é muito bom. Já fez tudo que tinha nessa área? Opa! Quero ver o que tem aqui. Antes de mais nada, eles não vão fazer uma goma de abacaxi. Eles não vão fazer duas áreas laterais por nada. Trigo. O que é? O que é? Elixir. Ixi. Elixir é o melhor que tem. E vamos lá. Que agora vai ser terra, hein? Isso demais. A gente acaba com esse cavaleiro primeiro. Aí a gente acaba com esse daqui primeiro. Au! Quero muito focar nesse daqui pra depois focar naquele grandão já direto. Aí, consegui pegar ele. Agora dá pra focar nesse daqui em paz. Au!
For shooting too high. Shut him down. Commander of Heaven.
Isso foi tenso.
Don't forget to heal your wound.
Teia de laranja. E aí, chegamos.
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking.
Essa vaca é persistente. Chave de acesso C.
It's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's wrong? Lady? Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
Nível inferior, nível 1, nível 2, aposentos. Vamos para os próximos níveis.
What could it be?
Tá aqui o nível 3. Agora o nível 3 tá ok. Ah, tá zoando. Ou seja, nível 3 a batalha com ela. Nível 4 deve estar o dispositivo. É o único lugar que a gente não foi ainda.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Oi, susto.
An opponent like this should be easy. In an instant. It's time.
Delícia. Caraca! Que da hora! Esse é o primeiro que eu vejo desse combo. Meu, muito labiríntico. Goma de laranja. Muito, muito. Olá, como é que você está? Vamos aqui numa caçada. Imagina. Armadura de cavaleiro. Sobe bastante a defesa. Quase 159. Tem nada aqui não? Não. Nada aqui não. Nossa. Dragão vândalo. Puta que pariu. Meu Deus. Nossa. Mas tomou remédio? Quebra de núcleo. Meu Deus, quanta vida. Ai, ai, ai. Au. Nossa, o bicho com vida. Mas sabe do que foi a enxaqueca? Nossa. Isso deve ter dado bastante XP. Ah, tá zoando. Tá zoando que só deu isso. Ah, mas... É porque ele tava protegendo o dispositivo. Não? Pode ser qualquer coisa.
Get rid of the barrier?
Just
Putz.
have to go back and check.
What's this thing?
Ah. Estresse pode ser. Pode ser estresse também. É o segundo andar, né? Não, é o terceiro. Ó, vamos aqui. Recuperar 100%. Vamos salvar? Vamos. Tudo pronto? Vamos lá.
Well, there's only one last place to look. Straight
Batalha
ahead.
contra o
Time
Lorde.
is 10 o'clock
Mais
There she is! Almeidea!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
Essa é a filha da puta. Onde tá mais
Getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danny Witch.
Almeidea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey.
filha da puta.
Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
Filha da mãe.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
Oh.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold!
A preula. Esse é dos grandes. Nah. Nossa. Puta que pariu.
Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me.
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you!
Tem um núcleo na cabeça e tem um núcleo no rabo. Nossa, esses ventos são chatos, hein? Ai, 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 ai. Poção de vida. Esse tá forte. Ai, 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 ai. Meu Deus. Aê! Quebra de impulso. Meu Deus. Ainda não conseguimos pegar a primeira vida dele. Tá preula.
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
Nossa. Beleza. Primeira vida dele já era. Então vamos de limão pra ela.
Thank you.
Nossa. Uf, consegui. Bem a tempo. Nossa, esse tá foda. Esse tá bem foda. Ah, a gente consegue. Meu Deus. Que apelo. Esse tá em apelo. Esse tá muito apelo. Aê, vai lá, minha filha. Vamos lá, estamos quase na... Opa! Aê, quase na segunda vida. Estamos quase... Ai! Esse vento é muito chato. Ai, ai, ai! Aê! Metade da vida dele já foi. Ah, meu Deus. Os dois melee estão morrendo demais. Nossa, agora o peixe começou a pelar. Não vou conseguir reviver todo mundo, curar todo mundo. Nossa. Vou tentar manter ela viva. Nossa, vem ela também junto. Vai se ferrar agora. Acabar consumindo acho que todos os meus pontos. Ah, a gente vai ter que acabar com o dragão e depois ela ainda. São um boss duplo essa bosta. Ui, de novo. Nossa. Muito apelão. Muito. Olá, como é que você está? Opa, que bom, seja bem-vindo. Venha ver meu sofrimento, porque esse boss aqui tá apelão demais. Nossa! Fodeu. Não consigo mais ressuscitar todo. Não tenho mais como ressuscitar a gente. Vamos lá. Ah, que bom. Meu Deus do céu. Ah, vai se fuder. Sua vaca. Nossa. É, eu acho que essa já era. É, essa já era. Nossa, faltou muito pouco pra derrotar o dragão. Faltou muito pouco pra derrotar o dragão. Então, como tem ela, mais a desgraça do dragão, eu farmei um pouco. Tipo, muito. Tudo que eu consegui farmar, tudo que eu consegui fazer pra bater nessa desgraçada. Então, meus 2 dias de bônus de XP, receita de bônus de XP, farmando. Bora lá.
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
Ô, se tá. Eu odeio a risada dela. Odeio a risada dela. Essa mulher é insuportável.
Almeidea.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mien's. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool to think time
Típico diálogo de anime.
challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidea.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
Vai, cala a boca agora, menininha, vai. Reclama dele agora.
Slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed.
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of. Nesmold!
E lá vamos nós.
Enjoy your meal.
Então, bora lá. Que o negócio tá o seguinte.
Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do.
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you
Tudo o que tinha de todos de armadura extra.
You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! I'll smash you! Raging Cascade!
Todas as armas estão no máximo que eu consigo. No máximo que eu consigo comprar de ferreiro. Todas as armaduras estão no máximo que eu consigo comprar de ferreiro. E eles estão bem farmados. Eu não tenho mais nenhum. Ai, 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 ai. Eu não tenho mais nenhum. Como fala? Não tenho mais nenhum ponto de habilidade sobrando. Comprei algumas poções de vida. Que não tinha antes. Ah, já ressuscitou. Valeu aí. Quem foi? Tanto que a gente tá com dano bem mais dano. Matei um monte de bicho grande. Foi matando, matando. E agora a gente vai ter a nossa vingança. Porque eu não admito ficar morrendo trocentas vezes pra ela. Então agora vamos matar os dois. Esse bosta.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away.
Vamos matar essa bosta depois de novo. Cadê ele? Cadê esse merda? Ai, meu Deus. Vamos lá. Ah. Toma! Vagabunda. Isso que a diferença de um bom farm faz. Um farm movido a ódio. E agora? Segunda fase? Segunda fase. Explodiu.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Pera, meu filho, pera.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run.
E outra tá pouco se lixando.
So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to.
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
Segunda fase. Bora lá. Eita preula. Ué. Nossa, tem... Nossa, vai ter mais um agora. Puta que pariu. Ainda bem que eu farmei. Ainda bem que eu farmei. Ele é um dos lords.
Forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Farmei à toa.
Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Então o espadachim misterioso é um dos lords. É, não farmei à toa. Vamos lá. E quebrou tudo. Não falei que ele deve ser meio a meio? Eu acho que agora a gente vai saber.
What just happened to him, Alvin? Say something. Let go of me. Let me go.
Shion!
Alvin!
Meu Deus. Eita, pega!
come and find me. If you truly are the sovereign.
Quero falar alguma coisa. Eu vou até tirar minha blusa. Agora eu tô revoltado. Agora eu realmente... Eu vou tirar minha blusa. Eu vou beber um pouco d'água. Agora eu tô revoltado. Tô muito revoltado. Vamos lá. Até lá você deve se acalmar e aguardar mais instruções. Tá. Quer saber que porra tá acontecendo?
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again.
Carregamento de energia astral quase concluído. Potência estável. Em espera.
Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake.
Tem que falar com essa desgraça? Tem que falar com quantas desgraça? Um soldado ali. Donzela deve manter tudo sob controle. Você só precisa se concentrar e não perder o foco durante a cerimônia. Se quiser levar ao celular, é melhor se dedicar à tarefa número 1273. Ah, meu Deus. Tô gostando disso. Sendo bem sério, eu estava preocupado se você não tivesse funcionado, quem sabe o que teríamos feito. É a primeira vez que conseguimos preparar um soberano e uma donzela para a cerimônia final. Ah, meu Deus. Mas ver como você aguentou tudo até aqui serviu para me acalmar. Puta que pariu. Será que ele ia ser... Pera, será que ele ia ser o líder da porra toda? E essa cobaia, senhora? Nossa, até parece com a gente. Por fora, talvez por dentro, é tão selvagem quanto o resto. Não esqueceu do meu aviso de antes, esqueceu? Não, senhora, nada de tocar na cobaia, certo? Tá, preula. Aqui não é pra ir. Papai não volta em casa faz um tempo, ainda decidi vir visitar ele. Eles não me deixam entrar mais, não é justo. Tomara que ele termine logo pra poder me ver. Ah, tadinha. Será que dá pra ver alguma coisa? Gente. De acordo com as estatísticas, o teste biológico das cobaias quase não influencia a probabilidade de sucesso. Não sei quem botou na cabeça dele seria bom te chamar de soberano, afinal você não passa de uma cobaia. Ah, é uma cobaia. Seu único valor é a aptidão física para a tarefa. Pensamentos e sentimentos são irrelevantes. Ah, vai tomar no teu cu. Ofendendo a gente de graça. Né? Ah, é você, número 1273, ou deveria dizer soberano. Você mal sabe quanto tempo e esforço tivemos que investir para criar você, nosso único sucesso. Não podemos arriscar perder por conta de um ferimento a essa altura.
As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me.
Uma cobaia daniana como nosso soberano. Ah, ele é daniano. Mas teve alguma coisa. Você deve desempenhar seu papel sem parecer como os outros, entendido?
They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place.
O coletor que instalamos em Dana está funcionando conforme esperado, recolhendo energia astral e transmitindo tudo para Lenegs. Passei muito tempo de olho em tudo, mas logo todo o trabalho terminará e eu poder voltar para minha filhinha.
Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out.
Mais um que se vai. Lembre-se, 1, 2, 3, 7, você é o único sucesso. Não desperdice todo o nosso trabalho e pesquisa, custe o que custar.
Might as well head back to my room.
É um ser diferente ali. Gente, parece 7 anos. Chegou a hora, velho. Até que enfim vai rolar então. Sim, coloque o traje e me encontre em frente ao dispositivo de transferência. Depois do procedimento, você finalmente vai poder voltar para casa. Tomara. Desculpe por ter envolvido você nisso tudo. Não é culpa sua, né? Vamos só fazer o que a gente tem que fazer e acabar logo com isso. Certo. Ah, meu Deus.
I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Elfin.
Leori.
Naori. Eita, pega. Deu merda. Explodiu tudo.
Elfin. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Tá prela.
Wait,
Surgiu
please.
tudo e ganhou a máscara.
Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like.
A máscara que inibia ele de sentir dor.
So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone?
Puta merda.
I need to find them. Better start looking.
O grupo se separou. Núcleo Mestre do Vento. Contém energia toda da população transformada em vácuo astral. Puta merda. Puta merda. Onde a gente tá? Eu não sei. Não faço a mínima ideia de onde a gente tá. Mas tipo... Deu merda. Deu muita merda.
Shion.
Ah. Really? Bichinhos resistentes. Nossa. É, sem a espada de fogo dá uma diferença gritante em tudo. E a música ajuda muito a todo esse sentimento.
Alvin? What happened just now?
Finalmente.
Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Rinwell, where are we?
Ganith Harros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Ou não.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
Uhum. Nossa, o bicho tá catatônico. Um entrou no grupo, o Rolinho entrou no grupo. E parece que a gente ganhou mais umas habilidades. Vingadora aposentada. Lança Santa. Menos tempo de lançamento em Ars em combos. Já vou pegar isso daqui. Dane-se o resto. Já vou pegar essa resistência aqui pra ele. Pra dar mais dano de ataque. E já vou pegar essa aqui também. Mais dano crítico, assim a gente já fecha já o nosso defesa elemental. E dá pra pegar esses dois aqui, pra gente ter mais ataque elemental, embora a gente não tenha mais a nossa espada, né? Mas bem, dirija-se a Tistilin. Enfim, verdades reveladas ou não. No próximo episódio a gente vai ver. Estou sem palavras. Meu Deus. Bem, tivemos aí alguns acontecimentos bem estranhos. Conseguimos derrotar a penúltima Lorde e o último Lorde apareceu. Sequestrou a Shion. Alfen acho que recobrou as memórias. E só deu desastre. Então, vamos descobrir o que acontece no próximo episódio. Então, se você gostou, deixa aquele like, comenta, compartilha, se inscreve no canal e ativa o sininho para os próximos vídeos. Então, muito obrigado. Até a próxima.